Hello, I'm Vinny, an artist from the Hepworth Wakefield. This is my studio. Sculptures covered with dust sheets, tissue paper, ice crystals, videotape, fabric, toy stuffing, pump organ, pincushion, brew. Today we're making tissue paper stained glass. And you'll need tissue paper, scissors, pencil, Sharpie or a Posca pen, a brush, some tape, piece of paper, acetate or clear plastic, PVA glue, and something to mix it in. You'll need about 2/3 glue and 1/3 water, and give it a really good mix. Maybe put some newspaper down so you don't make a mess of where you're working. To make the tissue paper stained glass, it's like paper mache but with tissue paper. So it's a layer of glue, piece of tissue paper on top, and another layer of glue. And you just keep building up the layers like that, with a layer of glue, tissue paper, and glue on top. I think a thin layer of glue works best, otherwise the tissue paper slides around quite a lot. Anything could be the inspiration for your stained glass. It could be a drawing, an image from a magazine, a painting. I use the colours from this painting to make quite an abstract design. You can make a more realistic image, use part of a painting. I'll use these Barbara Hepworth prints as inspiration, taking elements from different prints to make my design. Draw your idea out in pencil first. And then go over it with the Sharpie or the Posca pen. This will make it stand out when you put the tissue paper on. Then with 2 bits of sellotape, attach your acetate on top of your piece of paper. I've laid out the colours of tissue paper I'm going to use so they're easy to get. I've cut mine into squares, but you could cut them into diamonds, triangles, or any other shapes. Or you could try tearing the tissue paper. You might want to fill the whole rectangle of acetate with your stained glass. Or you might want to cut out a shape when you're finished. I'm going to do this curvy rectangle, which is based on one of Barbara Hepworth's prints. To begin, we put down a thin layer of glue, piece of tissue paper, and another layer of glue. Then we keep adding pieces of tissue paper to build up our stained glass. Sometimes you might want to cut your pieces a bit smaller to fit them into a particular space. You could try mixing colours by putting different layers of colour down on top of each other. With the lighter colours of tissue paper, I think it's a good idea to do more than one layer. This makes them stand out more when the light shines through. When you're finished, leave it to dry and give your brush a really good wash out with water. You might want to outline your design, or you could leave it without any lines on it. I've decided to put lines on my stained glass. You could use a Sharpie or a Posca pen to draw your lines. I'm going to use a Posca pen. If you put a piece of paper down over the lines you've already drawn, it'll stop you smudging them. With the lines drawn, I'm going to take off the piece of paper and cut out the shape. To put it up in the window, we need to cut some sellotape, fold it back on itself to make a loop, and stick one of these in each corner onto the back of the acetate. Then when it's up in the window, the light shines through it, a bit like stained glass. Another idea would be to make some more tissue paper stained glass. Cut out some shapes. Attach some thread, wool or string, and make a mobile.